President Joe Biden finds himself at a critical juncture, grappling to save his re-election bid following a disastrous debate performance against former President Donald Trump. Biden has communicated to his allies that he understands the upcoming days are crucial for his campaign's survival. Despite the mounting concerns, Biden remains steadfast, reassuring his campaign team that he will not be pushed out of the race. The recent debate exposed Biden's vulnerabilities, particularly concerning his age and mental acuity. With a frail and incoherent showing, many within the Democratic Party fear that Biden's continued candidacy could spell disaster. Prominent Democrats like Representatives Lloyd Doggett and Raul Grijalva have publicly urged Biden to bow out, calling it a responsibility he owes to his party. On a call with campaign staff, Biden was resolute, stating, "I am running," and insisting that he would not be forced out as the nominee. The White House echoed this sentiment, with spokesperson Karine Jean-Pierre affirming that Biden is committed to his campaign. The prospect of replacing Biden late in the election cycle is fraught with risks and uncertainties. Democrats are grappling with whether it is more strategic to replace Biden or to stick with a potentially weakened candidate. A new nominee could inject energy and fresh enthusiasm into the campaign, but also risk logistical chaos and intra-party conflicts. Vice President Kamala Harris is seen as the most likely successor if Biden steps aside. Other potential candidates include Governors Gretchen Whitmer, Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, Josh Shapiro, and Andy Beshear. The party would face the challenge of quickly introducing and vetting a new candidate, reminiscent of past last-minute vice presidential selections like Sarah Palin and Dan Quayle, who struggled on the national stage. Yet, despite the pressure, Biden remains focused on stability, and top Democrats like former President Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi continue to praise his leadership while acknowledging the challenges he faces. Pelosi has raised the valid concern of whether Biden's debate performance was an isolated incident or indicative of a larger issue. If Biden were to drop out, Kamala Harris would likely inherit the campaign infrastructure and funds, which would ease the transition. However, new candidates would need to amass significant funds quickly to mount a serious campaign. The Democratic Party would need to act swiftly to avoid the logistical and legal hurdles posed by election deadlines in states like Ohio. Despite the tension and uncertainty, Biden remains committed to his re-election bid, aiming to reassure his supporters and salvage his candidacy in what he acknowledges as a do-or-die moment for his presidency. The coming days will be crucial in determining whether Biden can recover his campaign or whether the Democratic Party will need to find a new path forward.